Greetings interwebs, it's Jackie K, and welcome back for some more Game Builder Garage, specifically going through the stuff that didn't make it on stream. As much as I am tempted to revisit some things I definitely have shown on stream, let's focus a little more on what's new. And there's things like this, but there's a really good Grandpa's Game Garage episode of that already. So I guess we'll start out with a bang of just like this very clearly... You can let me know if there's a game that did this sort of thing beforehand. But this comes off very Donkey Kong Country Returns inspired. I guess the vine and the fruits don't help with that, but it's mostly the silhouette. And I stuttered because I didn't want to be too unfair. Surely Donkey Kong Country Returns is not the first game ever to do a silhouette level like this, but I just love this general concept of a silhouette level. I can see why not as many people would pay mind to it, and maybe that's part of the reason why it hasn't been featured on Grandpa's Game Garage quite yet. But it's a little finicky, especially with vine climbing. And I actually don't think I've beaten this level yet because of that. Again, like many Game Builder Garage levels, there's unfortunately no checkpoint system in an environment that really would be improved with a checkpoint system. I think that's the last time I'm going to bring it up because, heck, I have the game. I've technically made a game on this. I haven't made a checkpoint system. I've also didn't make a platformer yet. But it still stands. I swear. It's the recording curse. I was gonna say you need that platform to get those collectibles, but apparently not. That particular thing was not an activity that I've had the pleasure of dealing with in the past, and yet here I am just showcasing everything breaking out in its finest. Recorder's curse in the finest. I know platforms that break apart after you stand on them is nothing revolutionary in video games, but this does seem really cool to me. And Game Builder Garage, hello finicky vines. Was this where I died before? Probably. But yeah, like, this is definitely one of the first levels I played that had breakable vines. And that's the game. I actually wasn't expecting to get through it that quickly. Oh yeah, code. Almost forgot. There's the game ID if you're interested in checking this out for yourself. And programmer ID is also on that page in case you want to see more of what they're doing. Back to the bottom and see what else I can dig up here. My goal is when I'm done with this recording session, I can actually clean out some of the games, because yeah, I'm at 60 of 68, and it's been a few weeks since I've last did any Grandpa's Game Garage voting. Or I should say a week. This week has felt like multiple weeks. I was just going for this for a stalling time because, like, it's a cool concept, but the controls are very stiff. Actually, I think it's tilt control. That might be half the issue. There's an easy way to find out, I think. No, it looks like it's stick control, just... The camera stick is new. It's like, you really have to push the stick to actually move this thing at all. And the balls really mess up your momentum really easily. I guess that's one way to assure that there's actually a challenge, you're not stuck up in there the whole time. But it also feels real frustrating because, like, I feel like I'm destroying the stick and I had no say over the control of it. In concept, it's cool though. And I guess that since I took the time to showcase it anyways. There you go. There's the code. But I think this in particular was another really cool idea I wanted to showcase. It's a very arcade feel, simple concept. You hold one of the shoulder buttons, and you jump. Like if I want to go right, I hold down the right shoulder button. And depending on how far I go when it's released, depends on how far I jump. And he built this entire game around just like trying to figure out the perfect length so you can get to the end before you run out of hops. And don't worry, they're fair. Like, if you get caught up on a ceiling, it will like give you another jump to make up for the ones that you might have lost. I don't know if I've actually beaten this one myself. I've gotten close, but it's actually fairly tricky to do it within the jump limit. Though I don't normally find myself struggling this much with it, but it has been a little bit since I've last played the game. You know what, we might as well just start from the beginning, because I feel like I've been thinking too much, and it's not as generous as you look, because you got a long way to go. I guess we could go left this time and see if that leads to any other adventures besides just another dead end. One thing I guess I forgot, you also have to keep height into the mix as well as direction. So actually, it's not as easy as it may look. It's worth noting that there is a glitch I found with this that gives you infinite height. I'm afraid to try it out because it is, like you may think, infinite height. And there's a lot of ceilings in here. Or like, it's possible to like blast off and never come back down if you do it right, but I feel like there's gotta be a practical use for it too. Maybe if we get through it legit, I can experiment around with it a bit. Thankfully, enemies don't kill you, but they do take away the amount of hops you can use. There's a little bit of freedom, especially up with this upper path of what route you want to take to actually get to the end, which adds a little replayability to it as well. It can also make things rather tricky. I am amazed that it didn't blow up in my face like that one kind of did. I think I have to actually go a little right and then to the left. Don't mind me, it is taking all of my little brain to process this puzzle properly. I can't remember the last time I got this far with this many hops. Oh my god, we actually made it. Final score, 34 left. And maybe I can show that bug real quick before getting it off. I gotta find... Just a matter of finding a good area to actually pull it off in. Also, it's been a hot minute, so it might take me a little bit to remember how to do it. Here, I think like if you press both the shoulder buttons at the same time, it's been a little bit, so I don't remember how I accidentally triggered it, but something about pressing one of the shoulder buttons and then quickly swapping to the other one gives me, yeah, there we go, infinite height. Or should I say next to infinite height? I don't know, maybe if I still have the clip saved on my Switch somewhere, I can showcase it a little bit, but there was like a time that I like used that bug that like blasts off into the very top of the ceiling and I never came back down, like in that top area right before we get to the UFO. In the meantime, I think we can squeeze a couple more levels in there. Again, if you want to check out Space Bugaboo for yourself, there's the info you need to do so. Let's see what else I can find. Now, I'm not going to spend too long on this, but I have to... This gave me a good old chuckle on the inside and outside when I first stumbled upon it. It is literally a shiny hunt simulator. Specifically of Sun and Moon. All the way to the point where you have the twirls that you spin around in a circle, and that's how you get eggs from the daycare. Eventually that breeder over there is going to have an egg. We get it, get the egg, rinse and repeat. and when we get a full party of Pokemon, we dump it off on the PC. Again, maybe I still have some clips saved on my Switch, and if I haven't already given myself too much to do in the editing, I can actually showcase the whole thing there. But I just wanted to show it was a cute idea, so I wanted to just show that it existed out there at the very least. And there's the code. Oh, here we go. Here's another one of the countless games that I've played that seem to have a really cool concept that I have yet to actually beat myself because it's that hard. It's a very simple mechanic you see. Every time I get a feather, I get a jump. Every time I jump, I lose a jump. The goal is to try to get to the end without running out of jumps. I'll give this a couple goes, and hopefully we can at least see enough of what makes the game special. Pardon me if I don't talk, because... oh, that's right. I tried to get through that particular platforming area without jumping, because you can do so, and they can get at least with these collectible balloons, they can get pretty stingy with the amount of jumps you need. However, trying to do this with... honestly doing this... that part always stumps me up even with jumping, so we'll see. I don't know what it is, I just don't like the timing of that platform area. 2 more tries. I really like to showcase more than just like 2 seconds of it. I don't want to count that one, but last shot. It wouldn't honestly be so bad if it wasn't for this particular section. There's just a couple platforming areas. There we go. They're a little iffy. And that egg there's like, in case you run out completely, you don't get completely screwed. But they really want you... if you're at... I thought I jumped on the fish. Let me finish that sentence at least. I feel like if you get to a point where you need the eggs, you're gonna miss a balloon or two because... again, I feel like they're pretty stingy with the feathers in this. Well, I tried. At least I got a little further than that part I kept dying on. Again, if you want to see the code for yourself, there you go. All the info you should need is right over there. And let me see if we can squeeze one more in. I think we're starting to get to the point where we're getting to that area that was on stream before I started playing both on my own again, so this seems like a good point to end off on. Oh yeah! I shared it on Twitter, but I didn't actually show it on stream or in a video. It's a pretty finicky tennis game, all things considered. You have to like tap the button, and if you tap it enough, you make the ball go. It took me a very long time to actually get the hang of this and not lose constantly. But there is one reason, and if you saw it on Twitter, you know the reason that I really wanted to showcase this one in particular. I wonder why they give us so many buttons and why they're all by toe. Like, what do B, Z, what do B, L, and R do? Oh, that like puts in slow motion. I didn't even realize that you could actually... oh, and that's what the energy bar is for. There's a slow mo to this entire time? That's actually pretty cool, and makes this, in theory, a lot easier. In theory. But let's stop beating around the bush. I kinda accidentally spoiled it, but... there's a toad button. Every good game in Game Builder Garage needs a toad button. I say that as a meme, but like it always makes my day when I see a little toad Easter egg thrown in like this. Anyways, for the actual clickbait that I want to end it off on. First, level code. Can't forget the level code. All the info you should need is over on that left side there. But yeah, where is it? Speaking of things I showed on Twitter but never in a video, Bowser's Dream. It's very simple. You hold down A to unleash the fire and do with that power whatever you please. Destroy everything that breathes, especially Toad, the poor unfortunate soul. Nothing can stop me now. That might be a problem. Alright. That makes a good stopping off point. Bowser's Dream Code. Sorry, I keep almost forgetting to do these. Now that I completely messed up my game archive, thank you all for tuning in for another edition of Game Builder Garage. I can think of at least one more video I'm going to do in this recording session to showcase all the stuff I've done since the last stream, or all the stuff that I've played since the last stream. Shoutouts to all the amazing people who've actually made these games. Meanwhile, I've made like one game and barely done any work out of the prototype because I am easily distracted. Until then though, take care.